Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday encounter, typical life of an Aspie. But as you're fully aware that these are actually some of the topics that come close to my heart right now to share with you all, as hopefully an enlightenment and encouragement on my playlist of the one called Beauty from Ashes. So I'm taking a break, hopefully just a little bit off my an everyday encounter and typical life of an Aspie, but some of these topics has been on my mind to actually maybe put it into these channels as well. As you're fully aware, on my last channels of the video based on the Beauty from Ashes, I was talking about in parts of knowing my worth sort of thing. I'm trying to speak out from a woman's heart and woman's point of view of how they feel maybe in this everyday life of living. Basically, no matter what, we shouldn't be doing things alone, and that despite our cries for help, even though sometimes we may feel ignored from the others around us, be it if like we're in a relationship and that we're trying to share with what's on our heart and mind at that given moment of time, and we're not getting much back in action from that guy. Sometimes we might need to just sit back and reflect and rewind and maybe think, is it worth continuing the relationship and whatnot. So whatever it may be, I pray that hopefully it will become a better perspective and obviously a better understanding, since that we need that clarity and a clear mind of what's to come of us. We shouldn't have to feel alone and basically have to carry through of what needs to be done, if we were, here's an example, being abused and no matter what. And all further ado though, I wanted to share some more of my Dear Letter series, even though one of these topics that has been addressed so many times before, which is a touchy subject, as I said before, and one of my other ones is like that Dear Depression series. This one is also a touchy subject, but this one was to like the suicide when I was in my down and out with my depression and everything else sort of thing, and hopefully maybe it will give an alignment basically to how you maybe felt. But I feel like sometimes pen to paper, or keyboard to screen does help to clear my thoughts and have a clearer understanding and clarity of where my life is heading, so to speak. Sometimes it's a little bit of a weight relief for me, but I'm hoping that somehow, as I said, that besides being a mentor and advocate or whatever I'm hoping to achieve in this channel, to hopefully see if we can actually bring it together, hopefully that every one of us that has a story can share their story and they feel that they're not alone. And since I'm one of the ones that's trying to make that stand now, that hopefully that people can understand where we're coming from no matter what. So, and all for the video before I run out of time again is Dear Suicide. I know that there has been many times in my life that I had been struggling with a lot of battle and wars, as well as the struggles with these battles, that I know that I can win it, despite that, yes, as we know, the choice is mine, no one else's but my own sort of thing. You came into my life for a time and a reason. Whatever that time and reason was, at that time I was so blinded by the white lies that you were feeding me in the darkest thoughts and deepest fears. Despite the tears that I cried at night of frustration, feeling of helplessness, hopelessness, I felt in my mind, despite it all, with the suicidal thoughts that I will go through it all, despite that, I was tugging and towing, knowing what was real and what was not at that time, trying to figure out what was my reality, what was my real world of basically reaching out, crying for help, not for attention. You came for a reason, obviously, to mock, despair me, to tell me that in these white lies of these sweet nothings, of these whispers in my mind of the darkest thoughts at that time when depression came in as well, knocking on my door, that basically I was worthless, hopeless, nothing. Nobody will love me, nobody will care for me, nobody will see me for the real me, sort of thing. You came into my life alongside, as I said, with depression and anxiety and negativity, caused a lot of strife along the way in my life. You will create thoughts or whispers to me of sweet nothings, of the white lies in my mind to give me some false hopes, dreams and visions of what you wanted me to be or become. Even though I felt in my being that there was more to it than what you're sharing on, but at that time I was still blinded by the lies and the perception clouding in my mind, sort of thing. When we first met though, however, I was in a real hot mess, as you know, suicide, that, you know, you were darkening me with all those dark thoughts, even though depression came along the way. I was just a normal, typical young girl, trying to make sense of the world as always, trying to fit in and trying to blend in, trying to be everybody, even though despite the peer pressures and everything else, what was it to become of me? Despite it, I felt like I was being left out on the field sort of thing, leaving it for nothing, as if, you know, I felt that there's nothing to give to others around me, sort of thing. Despite that, my world was looking crazy and really, really down. I felt really down. I was just a normal young girl. Despite what was going on, I put on a brave and happy face. Despite that, all, within that smile, obviously, we knew deep down that it wasn't going to last for long. I was free, happy, full of life and energy for a short period of time, short period of a while. Pretty much as I start to grow up and mature, growing older, life and the circumstances around me is, you know, changing and getting colder and getting a bit older. It made it so much more harder to come to grips and understanding. There were many of times in my life to what I thought and wished I knew, despite being blinded by the darkest thoughts and fears that was clouding over me, as I said so many times before. Wishing that there was someone who'll be by my side no matter what, catching me and watching my sad tears, or just wiping these sad tears off my face so that I can just be at peace within myself. Many times I tried to share and tell someone that I didn't feel okay, even though, like I keep saying, it's alright to not feel okay for a time, even though, you know, it does test us to a point of time. Some of the times, many people has come in my life, laughing and mocking at me, and, you know, pushing me away just because they thought that I'm crazy. You know, you're not going through it all. You're just seeking out attention. You're just doing it all for the hell of it. From that moment on, I just kept on hiding. I kept my secret quiet, regardless of the pain, emotional scars that I was leaving behind. However, I felt that even though, why should I be keeping my secrets and their darkest fears locked inside, despite that, you know, why me? Why can't it be somebody else having to take away this pain that I was feeling? I kept telling myself everything is okay, everything will get better and brighter. Just keep holding on and staying strong as long as I could. But the pain and battles I was facing shouldn't have lasted too long. I felt that despite all this, I was telling myself white lies. Can't you tell how I really felt? Look real closer to me and deeper into my eyes. The pain and battles I was facing was so real, so strong. No matter what, I tried to stop myself from crying at sleep at night. And again, hiding everything I really felt. Being blinded by the lies of pain, I needed to find a fix again. Be it if I needed to cut myself, be it if I needed the pills just to, you know, end my life, to say goodbye, farewell, friends. This is my end of my song. That's why when I kept on fighting these demons for too darn long. I thought the answer was clear and simple to at least come face to face and head on. To end my life in my song. During the darkest moments and hours of my life, I met depression and other stances too. There I thought to end my life, that wasn't my life, and as I thought I was living someone else's life and dream all at once. So hello to the pills, knives and other weapons to be seen, and used to get rid of the pain I really felt. As this was the answer that I thought to end my life in song. Yet, no matter how much times I tried and attempt this, that there was a tug on my heart, there was also flashbacks playing back on my mind that I was loved, there was someone out there that really wanted me to be there. You know, obviously, the flashbacks obviously gave me hope and a vision that now I can see that I was loved and blessed. Despite what I may have said and done to the people in the past, I did have a life and a chance. I had a life and a chance to turn all this mess around. Years kept slipping by, yet as I began to relive my story, despite facing these demons that I still do to this day, I know that I have a life and a purpose. I know that I have a story to tell. I decided to make a stand to turn tall and strong. That no matter what, there's people out there that loves us, and that no matter what, it will get better no matter what. Yes, times are against us, yet a lot of things in our lives test us, big or small. But we just need to find the right people to support us and more. It breaks me to see a lot of people wanting to end their life, yet we can stand and do better. Knowing the signs, knowing how others may be feeling and thinking, need to keep saving their life somehow by just hopefully maybe being their voice or just being there for support no matter what, through the good times and the bad. Hope that this video of this topic, despite it being, you know, subtly difficult, subtly, you know, as they say, really, really touchy to touch. I hope that hopefully this has motivated you, encouraged you in one way or another, just to let you know that I am a voice to be heard and hopefully listened to, and hopefully others will do the same to hopefully find a voice to be listened to. Don't be afraid, you're not alone. You can be, there could be someone out there that you should be able to trust to reach out to no matter what. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, basically sub to my channel for more updates basically of my everyday encounter and typical life of an Aspie, or as on this channel for support and encouragement, or just maybe, you know, message me on my AspieAnswersAll on Facebook to just give me the heads up of what everyday topics that you're maybe struggling on, or some topics that you may feel should be addressed. Like I said, I want to create an awareness and understanding based on my conditions and other conditions that comes with my AS tutorial. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and I'll see you all soon.